Hello, Grand Rising. You know, today I'm going to do something a little different. Something, I guess, it touched my spirit. It was tugging at my heart. And I'm just going to jump right into it. This is going out to all the spiritual leaders, community organizers, people in power, every government official who's going to so happen to run upon this podcast. The time for talk is over. Not too long ago, I made an announcement about who I was, and and I'm going to be starting a movement. Now, as I said before, whenever black people start talking about a movement, certain people in power start getting nervous. They don't know what that means. First of all, let me say this. We're talking about a peaceful movement. We're talking about teaching a group of people in this country who have been disenfranchised for hundreds of years. That's it. And so anyone who would try to give some resistance to that, let me just say this. I want for my children what you would want for your children. I want my children to go to good schools, a peaceful school. I want them to have good options for food. I want them to go to safe places. I would want that. And I would want that for your child. So when you see black people coming together, because we are going to come together, we're not going to keep going over and over, repeating the same steps. I get it. People in power, they hold on to it for dear life. They don't like giving up nothing. You see, people have been eaten off of black people since we landed in this country. I'm not gonna get into the black people that were already here. Yes, there were black people already here in North America before Plymouth Rock landed here. We're not going to talk about that. We're going to be talking about how the black people in this country have been disenfranchised. We've accepted everyone into our communities to set up shop, set up businesses, and those dollars don't come back to the people who are patronizing those businesses. Everyone is eating off of black people. Now, if we don't make a stand, everything that you see on TV about black people, how we are portrayed, you see, a lot of it's true. A lot of it's true. A lot of it's true. But that's not the whole truth. We're American citizens, and we deserve the same rights as everyone else in this country. That's all we're saying. And every time I'm going to do a podcast, I'm going to express the point that whatever we do from this moment on, anyone that's going to be a part of this movement, it's going to have to be, there will be no racism allowed. It won't be tolerated. It won't be tolerated because this is the thing. A lot of times when I see these movements, when they start off oh so fine, they start off oh so great, and they get big headed. The white man's doing this, the white man's doing that, the Asian man's doing this. Listen, it don't matter what they're doing. We should be focusing on what we're doing. We've seen what happens when black people come together. You know, we can look back at Tulsa, Oklahoma, how they pretty much destroyed a black Mecca out of sheer jealousy from white people. See, white people know what they did. They tried to cover that up, pretty much gave us a watered down version of it in the textbooks. But look, we're not going to rehash that. We're going to move forward, and we're going to build a bigger and better Tulsa. It can be done. We've already done it. But see, this is the thing. It was a whole lot easier to do that back then than it will be now. Oh, there's so many distractions now, more than ever before. Social media, the black people now, this is a different crop. This is a different crop of black people. So we're starting from the bottom. But I'm not going to let that discourage me. You know, when I not too long ago, I made an announcement on this page what my name had translated to. I made an announcement to what my name translated to, and what I plan on doing in the coming months, in the near future. I'll be doing a crucifixion on February 2nd through the 22nd in the year 2022 at 2:22 p.m. I'm not going to go fully into the reasons why I'm doing it, but like I said before, I'll be speaking back to the simulation through a synchronicity that I was given when I was born. Now, if you want to know more about that, you're more than welcome to view my previous videos. I'm not going to talk about that today. But with a name like that that was given to me, like I said before, if you look at my name, you flip my name around into numbers, my name literally translates to Almighty God. I don't take that lightly. I don't take that lightly. And you know, it started to hit me not too long ago when I started standing in my power. I can't just be more than a name. I'm not going to be more than a name. I'm going to start making some miracles happen. I'm going to start making some miracles happen. And what I'm going to do, starting today, I'm going to make that announcement. I'm going to turn black people's situation totally around. I'm going to show you how to do it. It'll be me. I'm going to be the guy to do it. I'm going to take the responsibility. Look, let me say this. I call myself, I'm picking up the mantle of the Black Messiah. I'm going to pick it up. You know, as you can see, you know, what you would call a black man, an African American. You know, but you just looking at the superficial. I came down here for a reason. See, I'm of the mind that we put ourselves in situations. And wherever I was at before I came here, I said, you know what? Send me down. Send me down as a black man. Put me in that situation. Let's see how I'll do with that. Let's see how I'll do. And up to this point, it's been an awesome time. It's been fantastic. But see, it can't be just about me. It can't be just about me. Now, and I'm going to say this because we've seen what happens to black messiahs. You see, they purposely do that. You start going around here trying to help out some black folks, they put out these movies Fred Hampton, Judas and the Black Messiah. Let me tell you something, people. I watched that movie with a heavy, heavy heart. And what they do to every black man who tries to uplift his people, you saw the playbook. You see the playbook. That's it. Fred Hampton's story is the playbook that they give everybody who attempts to break black people out of this mental bondage. Look, I'm not going to fall for it. And let me tell you something. Every scenario they put Fred Hampton in, this government attempted to do with me. Every single one. I didn't fall for the traps. I didn't fall for the traps. So look, they know me. They know this is the thing. You have to do it legally. We got the people, we got the minds, we got the know-how to turn this thing around so fast, but no one's coming together. I'm seeing all types of spiritual leaders, entertainment people, beautiful people, brilliant minds. Who's connecting those people? Everyone's scared to talk to anybody. No one's scared. No one's going to do this on their own. And look, as you can see, when I first made that announcement, it's not the Black Messiah. This thing is going to be called the Black Messiahs. I'm not going to do this alone. I'm not going to do this alone. So look, all you brilliant minds, we got to figure out a way to come together and make this happen. Let me say this. Let me go back to Fred Hampton in that movie. His first obligation, people, it should have been to his family. If I could talk to Fred Hampton right now, I would say, brother, you make sure your family's good first. That's your first obligation. Because these people you trying to save, they're not going to look out for your children. When that government takes you out, they're not. They're not going to support them. They're not going to do any of that. I saw that. I saw it. I saw the brother who set him up. He didn't care that he had a family. It didn't hit him until the end where he couldn't even live with his own sins and he had to kill himself. A modern day Judas. I've seen it all play out. I've seen it. I went through the whole thing. Let me tell you something. What made me make it out of it was the grace of God and me saying, I'm not going to let these bastards take me away from my family. That's what saved me. It was my family, my children. No, I wasn't going to let them do it. So we better know that. So we're not going to be breaking any laws. There won't be any racism. We're not going to give them anything. We're just going to do what we're supposed to do. So when you get that nod, that message from me, don't ignore it. Because y'all are a vicious bunch with the ignoring. Y'all ignore a DM, a message, a video message like it ain't nothing. Respond back. And I challenge anybody to look at my numbers and tell me I'm not who I say I am. Because see, whatever you heard, those were lies. Whatever, you ain't heard the whole story about me. You heard whispers, rumors, what people thought they knew. No, no one has heard my story, my full story on what I've been through and what I've seen. Nah, I'm not going to do that here. No. But look, anybody want to challenge me, we're going to sit this thing down. I'm going to be the leader of this movement. I'm going to be the leader. Listen, first let me say this. I like being in the mix. I love my people. I got a history of it. I like being in the mix, down in it. I love it. But look, I'm not going to sacrifice my family or my life messing with black people who have shown that they're not going to appreciate you until they put you 6 feet under. We won't be doing that. We see how that plays out. We won't be doing that. I've seen some beautiful brothers, Dr. Sabi, give you guys all this knowledge. Families aren't benefiting it off of it at all. Man, you literally got people photoshopping themselves into pictures with Dr. Sabi as though they knew this man. We won't be doing that. No one's going to be photoshopping me on anything. Not like that. That won't happen. So look, we're going to have to come together. I'm not going to say the time for teaching is over, but look, we better start doing something right now and grabbing this thing. Because we know where we're going. If we don't do anything, we're just going to keep doing the same thing we've been doing for the past 600 years, 500 years in this country. We got some great minds, some great people who we can make this thing happen. If you don't know how to do it, I got the plan for you. I got the plan. Look, I'm not going to put it all out here on these podcasts. Look, they don't do that. They don't do that because you best believe the moment we start putting out our plans out here on these platforms that we do not know, they will shut it down immediately. The ops, they're going to shut it down immediately. Look, I'm a little heated today because I'm seeing everything that's happening. It's hitting me. I'm seeing everything that's happening with the black people in this country. And not just black people, it's just people in general. It's just people in general. We have to turn this around in this country. You know, we moving into a totally new financial system. Our people are going to get left behind. Cryptocurrency. A lot of our people are financially illiterate. Couldn't tell you a thing about these digital coins. Nothing. Someone has to get out here and do it. I got the plan. I'm asking any of you all, if you're getting this, if you hear this, pass this along. I can make it happen. I got the plan. No, so listen, I'm a gift. Oh, I'm most definitely a gift. I can make it happen. I got the record. I've done it. I know how to do it. And if I don't know how to do it, I know how to get the people who do. I've done it. Look, and just so we clear, the government, they're nothing to be afraid of. They're nothing to be afraid of. They're not. We just got to play it by the rules. It can be done. Like I said before, if you want to see how it's done, look at how these Jews do it. Oh, they my favorite bunch. I love them. Oh, I love them. Watch how the Jews do it. Look how they do. Look how they move. You know, I go into Jewish restaurants, and they patronize each other. They keep coming back. They love it. You know what it is, how when us as black people, you can't, once they see it's a black owned business, let me get some. Can I get that half price? Bro, that's too much. They don't do that. This the thing. When you go inside these restaurants, they tax their head every time they come in here. Because they like going places that represents them. They like seeing somebody that looks like them on the other side of the counter. See, we're the only people in this world who will let other nationalities come in their communities and set up shop and do business. Not just that, they're disrespectful with it. But that's not their problem. We allow it. We allow it. So look, only thing that I'm saying, we can get out here and we can change this thing overnight. We can start the process now. I can make it happen. I can make it happen. Look at my numbers. I'm telling you who I am. I'm a gift. If you want to know the full story, I challenge anybody you want to know the full story of who I am, let's talk. But we're not going to do it on this platform. Let's talk. If you're concerned about who I am, I can make it happen. I'm not looking for any handouts. We need to get the plan together. I'm going to be calling out a few people, financial advisors. I can show you how to do it. I know how to do it. So let's do it. But like I said before, family comes first. Look, I don't care what religion you are. I don't care what nationality. But look, this has to be a movement. This has to be a movement. And it can't be a racist movement. See, we need to change the whole narrative on how people view black people. When people view us, they should say, oh man, they're some business people. I mean, listen, these are business people. We need to turn black into black excellence. We can turn it into black excellence overnight. Overnight, we can make it happen. I can show you how we can do it. I got the plan. Let's do it. So, like I said before, I won't be doing this on my own. I'm calling out everybody, all these teachers. Y'all, we just can't sit behind these computers on these platforms and talk all day. We're not going to do it. We can't do it because it's not going to get us anywhere. We don't know how long this is going to be going on, how they're even going to let us use these platforms to put this out. You know, they could shadow ban this thing, and the people we think we reaching, we aren't even reaching. Just like that. Just like that. So look, like I said before, I know I got the plan on how we can do this. It's not racist. There will be no racism tolerated. It's non-violent. And I'm going to tell you right now, the game plan, we're going to pattern ourselves after the Jews. We're going to pattern ourselves after that. And damn it, we'll do it better. We'll do it better. They'll be knocking on our door asking to do business. Like, yeah, sure, come on in, let's do it. See, that's the difference. If the shoe was on the other foot, we won't be racist. We just going to do business because we are going to be a business-minded people. Sure, we have the stragglers. We're not going to be wasting our time trying to drag them along. The only thing we can do is show them the way. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. Just show them the way. I'm no longer dragging anybody. I've done that. It doesn't work. I put too much energy out there trying to drag people around, say, look, we can do it this way. Go, let's do it. No, we're no longer doing that. We're going to show them how to do it. And if anyone has any reservations about me, about who I am, you contact me. I'll break it down for you. Because I've been in the mix for a long time. I love it. I function better in the mix. I know how to do it. Legally. I'm not talking about breaking any laws. I'm talking about doing business. And this is the crazy part. There's going to be, the government is going to just sit back and they might even enjoy it. They're going to enjoy it. We're going to pay our taxes. They're going to want their cut. You know how that go. Black folks making money. Tax them. Right now, we in a peculiar place in history. Cryptocurrency is happening. All these altcoins, we can turn this thing around overnight. Let me show you how to do it. Let's change the simulation that we're in. Let's do it. Let's do it. The time for talk is over. I'm seeing too many intelligent people talk. We're not going to do it anymore. Yeah, we're going to get the word out. Well, what are we showing for it? What are we going to show for it? What city do we own? They got Chinatown, Little Italy. I mean, I've been in parts of New York where Jews own blocks. Parts of Miami where Jews own blocks, hotel buildings, beautiful, safe, respectable places. Where's Black Wall Street? We know how they tore it down, so we don't make any effort to build it back up. See, they've been playing us for hundreds of years. Got us integrating where they're not integrating with us. We're giving up everything to them. There's nothing wrong with the black dollar circulating in the black community. There's nothing wrong with that. Like I said before, this isn't racist. This isn't racism. And anybody from another race who happens to see this, you need to know how this game is played. Every other culture, every other race in this country circulates their dollar within their community. Black people are the only ones who don't do that. And you see what it's getting. We don't control anything. Nothing. Nada. I'm sure you're getting tired of seeing black people acting like animals on your TV set or your phone. If you want to know why, it's because of that. So I don't expect any resistance from this. I don't expect any resistance at all. You should be applauding it. You got a black man trying to clean up his people. That's it. I'm not talking racism. I'm not talking hatred. I'm not talking violence. I'm just going to do good business with you people with open arms. I'm going to change the whole narrative on black people. It's going to be black excellence. See, this isn't a race movement. This is a spiritual movement. It has to be that. No longer dealing with people just because of the color of their skin. We know what that turns out. We know how that turns out. We won't be doing that. We won't be doing that. We know how that story turns out. We've seen it too many times. Fred Hampton, Malcolm X, Nipsey Hussle. People, they weren't taken out by white people. They were taken out by black people. People that look just like them. We won't be doing that. We're moving with the spirit. This is a spiritual movement. A lot of black people not gonna come on this. No, we're gonna show you how to do it. Because if your mind right, you're not gonna be able to make it anyway. And anybody who's thinking about making this happen, you better rest assured. You better be making sure you're moving with the spirit, in whatever you do. In whatever you do, it has to be done through the spirit. When I say the spirit, you better make sure you're evenly yoked. You better make sure y'all got the same mindset. Because, man, I've seen some talented brothers get taken advantage of by some damn wolves who can't see no further than the shoes in front of them. So let's make it happen. I got the plan. Let's do it. You know, I'm not gonna look. I'm gonna keep this short, but we're gonna have to make a change. I can do it. I got the plan. You know, so anyone that I contact, if you want to know who I am, ask me any questions you want to know. I'm out here claiming that listen, just so we're clear, you got a guy in me telling you his name translates to God Almighty. I get it. Of course, you're going to have some reservations. I get it. I understand. But brother, I can prove it. Sister, I can prove it. Government official who's watching this and already know that I'm telling the truth, yeah, I can prove it. This isn't no fabricated story. I can prove it. I was sent here by the Most High. And if anybody thinks that's a lie, oh, I got the proof. That's the thing. I'm waiting for someone to challenge me. I'm taking all comers on this. Let's go, let's do it. If you think that I'm not here from the Most High to deliver a message, no, I'm sorry if I'm not what you expected it to be, but it's me. Let me tell you something. I know I'm going to butcher this story, but it's a story about Jesus. And when I look at stories of Jesus, I like to get to his personality. What was his personality like? You know, a lot of times we see him up on the cross not looking his best. He was being crucified. But how was he? What was he like? What did he like to do? Did he drink? Did he have an attitude? Did he have some, what we call some swagger? What was his personality? And people, let me tell you something. Jesus was in a town, just an average person, just doing his thing. No one paid any attention to him. He goes out to the forest, comes back, and starts making claims that he was God. People totally ignored him. Like, Who are you? you? Your father's the carpenter down the street. I know you. You're not God. When did you become God? Look, I'm God, it's me. He said, I'm God, it's me. I mean, what do you want me to do? Starts doing miracles all throughout his hometown. All throughout his hometown was doing miracles. Turning water to wine. That ain't good enough. Oh, you bastards. This man was literally turning water to wine. You know, that should tell you the mindset of a people. There's always a hater. There's always a hater. Jesus was literally turning water into wine. Show us something, Jesus. Show us that you the Son of God. Okay. Turn the water into wine. These damn haters getting drunk off the wine saying something ain't right. Best wine they ever had. I don't know, man. You might be doing black magic. There's always a hater. No, people don't, back then to now, there's not that much difference in people. But let me finish the story. There was a, y'all gonna have to help me out with this one because I haven't told this story in a while. But Jesus goes to a house. I think Judas was there. I think Peter or Paul were there. The lady who's in the house recognizes Jesus and says, she welcomes him with open arms. She immediately goes to her cabinet and gets a big bottle of perfume and proceeds to pour it over Jesus' feet. Not just that, she takes her long, flowing, beautiful hair and starts cleaning Jesus' feet with her hair. Let me tell you about a hater. Judas says, stop. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? With that amount of perfume, you could have sold that. You could have sold that, put the money into the treasury, and we could have fed a family for a week. Keep in mind, people, a lot of y'all may not know this about Judas. Judas was actually the treasurer. He was handling the money for the Jews, for Jesus and the disciples. That's another thing. You can't start a movement. Even Jesus knew that. You got to have some money. But we'll get back to that later. Judas says, what are you doing? Now, Judas is thinking we could have taken that money, we could have taken that perfume, sold it, put it into the treasury, and fed a family for a week. Now, Judas ain't worrying about that. Judas was trying to line his pockets. He would have took that money. God knows what he would have done with it. But let me tell you what Jesus Christ did. I'll give you a little bit about his personality. He says, whoa. wait a minute. This is what Jesus is. He said, oh, wait a minute. We see homeless people, people in need, all the time. We can look out for them in any time. But it's not every day you get to see the Son of God. Proceed. Ooh. It's not every day you get to see the Son of God. Please proceed. Yeah. Let that sink in. Jesus wasn't going to minimize himself for nobody. Let that sink in. He had personality. Oh, I got a few more of those, but I'll share those for a later date. But look, from now on, this movement, we're going to call it the Black Messiahs. We're going to turn this thing around. I got the plan. So anybody who wants to verify me, let's talk. I can tell you who I am. My name is written in the stars, without a doubt. I can break this whole thing down for you. This crucifixion that I have planned for myself, February 2nd through the 22nd in the year 2022 at 2:22 p.m., that's my attempt to reach back to the simulation. To speak back into that simulation through a set of synchronicities that spoke to me through my birth. And I got the proof. Look, people, we can turn this thing around now. And I don't expect any pushback from any agency or any other organization. If you see a group of people trying to lift themselves up, why the hell would you interfere with that? It's not racist. We're not harming anyone. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. So let's step up to the plate. I got the plan. I'm going to start reaching out to some people. I've already reached out to some. Let's do it. I can do it. I got the plan. The time for talk is over. I can show you a plan. I can give you a 6-month plan, the 2-year plan, the 10-year plan. I can show you. We can turn this thing around. But we got to be able to show people that's what we're about. To all these athletes, to all these entertainers, let's do it. To all these spiritual teachers, these financial gurus, let's do it. I can show you how to do it. Let me show you what's up in here. If I'm lying, you can walk away. There's none of that. But I think, don't be on the wrong side of history here, because I'm about to make something happen. Good day.